Hello there everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Jenny. Thank you for stopping by Bohemian Junk Journals. I have been making some more ephemera for my rose journals and just trying to clear off what I've got on my desk before I do the tutorial that I've got planned. I've got all the stuff here ready for that to go. But while I was doing this ephemera, I was making journal cards, and this one turned out really quickly and simply, and not a problem. And then I was doing this one, and I started off with this little bit of lace on here, and I wasn't intending to do a pocket on the journal card, but that's how it turned out. And while I was messing around with this to work out what else I was going to do with it, I got sidetracked. I got a quick little thought in my head that I should make this into a topper because it might look really pretty. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to make a topper for this particular, this is the cover for one of the journals. That's the gorgeous spine, and I just love it. I'm not too happy with the blue cover though. I have given it a good sponge down, but it's still a little bit grimy, and I guess, you know, that's okay really, because it is a vintage book. Well, it was, and even though it's a little bit worn and still looking a bit dusty, it is clean. I have given it a good wipe down, but I'm still not happy with the blue. So I am going to just do something really basic on the back and front cover. I'm not doing anything on the spine, that's just too pretty to cover up. So I am going to do a topper for it. The 12 fabric I've decided I'm going to use for my larger journal. I've got two journals that are hardcover, and the other one is going to be a nice soft cover, and that will have the 12 fabric. So I just want to quickly do this. I'm going to put this aside. I'll do this after. I'm going to do the topper with you, so that for those who have never done a topper, or you know, have seen them done but you're still not quite sure of where to go, what to do with them, I am going to do that with you guys. So first of all, I'm going to use some lovely rose napkin to cover this. I'm not putting anything underneath it, simply because there is you know, a bit of background colour in the napkin itself. So I'm just going to put some glue stick on the cover to glue on the napkin, and while the napkin's drying, I will go on with the topper with you. I have made toppers before, not for a long while, and I was inspired to do a topper for this particular, I don't know about the other journal, the other hardcover one, but this one I am doing a topper for. And I was inspired by watching Meredith at Sharemare. I can't remember the name, the rest of her channel. I'll link her channel below. she puts toppers, Meredith puts toppers on her, quite a few of her journals. And she makes gorgeous journals. I love watching her at work. So I am doing that, and I trust that you have used napkins before, but if you haven't, the idea is to separate the back layers and go from there. So I think it might be easier if I do it this way. I might put a little bit of lace down this edge, I think. I think that would look really lovely. See what I mean about the blue's not showing through because of the background on the napkin. And that's just gone on beautifully. So I'm just going to trim it. As carefully as I can. I didn't do any video yesterday. I was planning on it. I was planning on getting the tutorial one out for today, but I didn't have a very good day yesterday. I was having, I don't know if they were heart palpitations or what, but I was very, very tired all day, so I am quite sure that it was to do with my heart rate and everything, so I took it easy yesterday. I'm okay, I'm fine. No need for stressing. That's what I keep telling myself. No need to stress, you're okay. So, yeah, and then this morning I was still quite tired. I woke up okay, and I woke up at around, I don't know, 5 o'clock, 5:30, something like that. By 7:30 I was really tired again. I was starting to feel really ill and not quite right, and so I ended up having a sleep, going back to sleep for a while, and then I was fine after that. I find when I get the fluttering happening, that is the best thing for me, is to actually sleep, rest. And so, and then I was fine. I'm taking my medication and everything, so I'm not really sure what's going on with all that. I've got a post-op appointment for the pacemaker next week, so I will find out if that is all normal. I'm going to put it on this way, so I need to cut it down the middle. I hope you've all been well, and getting some crafting done, and you know, whatever you have going on in your life, that it's all going well for you. So what is it that you are doing? Are you creating some beautiful journals? I'm positive that you are. Making some wonderful journals or ephemera right now. Well, I hope so at least. Okay. Try and get some of this up. I had to have a bit of excess on this end and I didn't want it to go over, but that's okay. I'm going to put lace there anyway, so it's not a problem. Okay, and I'll just trim this edge up. Oh, come on. Before I put any lace on here, I am going to put some Mod Podge, which I didn't bring in here, so I'm going to have to get up and go get it. That's right, I can edit that out of the video. It's not a problem. All right. So, oh, that's not, that's crooked, that's shoddy. Jennifer. Okay. Now look, Jen, stop trying to rush. Okay. Wonderful. All right, I'm going to get some Mod Podge to put over that because that'll protect it. All right, I'll be back in a second. That's all right, I'll fix that up after. So I'm just going to I'm only going to put one coat on. So I still haven't sorted out the signatures as to how many is going in it. I think if I put the 3 signatures in, I'm going to have to take some of the pages out of them. And I didn't really want to have smaller signatures, so I think I'm going to just remove one of them. Mainly because my reasoning is because when the 3 of them are in, they fit in here perfectly, and the book sits like that. But as soon as I start putting ephemera in, we all know what's going to happen. It's just going to balloon out and become very much a gator mouth. So, and I don't mind it being, you know, a bit of a gator mouth, but I don't want it to be too big. It will be a floating spine, but I think it's still going to need one less signature. So I'm just going to have to do that. I'm going to have to remove one, as much as I don't really want to, because I really liked the papers that I had chosen for this journal. Okay, so now that I'm going to have to sit somewhere. So I'll be back again in a minute. I've got to put this away anyway, and I've got to get my brush rinsed off. So, sipping my coffee. This is my second coffee since I've had the pacemaker put in, and I'm enjoying it so much. Right, so Get rid of these napkins because I don't need them now. Put them there. Alright, so for the little topper, because it's got a pocket, I thought I'd put a little scrappy book inside it. So I'm just going to, I'm not going to stitch it, I'm going to staple it if I can. I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to staple it. Okay, so there's my centre. So I'm just going to roll this up. I don't have a long arm stapler. I've just got a normal everyday one. And the trick is to get it in the centre, right on the fold. One there. And I have got quite a small page, just a piece, so I am going to put 3 staples in just to make sure that I have got all of the pages fixed so that they don't come out. Is that straight? Oh, here's hoping. Yes, okay. All right. So it's a bit uneven because of my crappy cutting skills. So the cover is a piece of authentic vintage wallpaper. It's from the 80s, maybe late 70s, early 80s. And I really like it. It's quite pretty. It's a bit of a Jacobean sort of pattern, and I like that. So now I want to put some lace down here, and I thought for that I'm going to put some of this lace. Which really should have a ribbon in there, but I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to glue it on. If I can get the glue to come out. And this will just give the little scrappy pad and like a bit of a nice finish. I'm not putting anything on the front, I'm just leaving it as it is. It's just going to have the lace on it. Is it going to stick? I'm sure it will. Right, and some on this side. Oops. Oh. I'm going to have to do the front again. I've just pulled it out and it's come away from the cover itself. Jen, what are you doing? This is what happens when I decide I'm going to do a video at 10:30 at night. Okay. Do it again. And I will put some clips on it to hold it in place, I think. Okay. One there. And one there. Okay. Now that can just sit and dry while I'm doing the topper. Okay, so I have already started, as you can see, with this really pretty vintage lace, and it's quite lovely. And I gathered that and stitched it by hand, and now I'm just going to, this is the back. I think I might do the back of this first. Then I thought I would put some, this is some of my embossed paper. It's Trailing Roses. And I think I'm going to put that there like so. And I only need a little bit because there's not much of the corrugation showing. I could, I suppose, make this a little bit smaller. Like that. It's not much smaller, but it'll do. And I'm going to pop this under there like that. Oh, I'm going to take this off. And this side, there's no embossing pattern on those end bits. So that is going to go there. I'm not going to glue anything down just yet. I'm going to wait until I have worked it out properly what I want. There's no rose there. I want a rose at the top at least. I think I'll pop it this way. Yep. And I think I'm going to put some of this white. I've got a big piece of very, very super fine net. It has got lace on it, like a embroidery on it, but, and this is like stretchy. So can I tear it? I don't know. It's nylon, and oh yeah, look at that. It's got no fluffy bits, so that's really not what I wanted, but that's okay. That's fine. If I bunch some of that up there. Oh, okay, so that's going to go there. Oh, I forgot to say, that is just white paint. I've just really lightly brushed, dry brushed some white paint on there. No water, just a bit of paint with a stiff brush. And that's so, that's going on there like that. And I want to put some text up the top here. So I'm going to put that there. The heart's going a mile a minute at the moment. It's just racing away. Okay, so I think that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to put this on, but I'm also going to put something else on there as well. Okay, I'm going to make a start. And then this as well. Decided I'll do a voiceover. That way I could speed it up a little bit, because there is a lot of humming and hawing about what I'm going to do and where things are going, and me deciding whether I like something, which there was a few things that I wasn't really 100% sold on, but I went with anyway. Such is the consequence of deciding to only work with what's on your desk, pretty much. And yeah, so I'm just fiddling around with getting this net sort of in the right place and looking okay. I'm not worried about it not being stuck down properly, because when I put the next piece on, lots of the tacky glue will get put on and it'll all get stuck down quite well. So that's all right. And yeah, now I'm just trying to decide what else it needs, and I really wanted to use some of this. It's a type of net that has been printed on, so it kind of looks like I don't know, a net embroidered, but it's not. it's really lovely. It's lovely fabric, but yeah, and I really wanted to use it mainly because of the colour of the roses, and I really like the really deep green leaves, and I will be using that throughout the journal, so I kind of wanted it to follow through. And but I wasn't 100% sold on it, so I didn't go with that just now. But I do know that it needs something down there, so I'm putting some antique Italian book page down. I don't know that you'll see a huge amount of it in the end, but I'm going with it anyway. Yeah, so now just putting the top piece on, and then I can sort of get a better picture of what to do. For the corner where the lace has been gathered at the top there, I did try a few different things off camera, but I wasn't really sold on them. And then I tried a few more things, which you'll see coming up. These ladies, they were something that I really liked from the beginning, but then once I finished this, I kind of thought that perhaps they weren't the best thing on this topper. Yeah, I'm not really sure that they stood out enough as a focal piece. So you'll see in the end that there were other elements that I think kind of overtook these lovely ladies. So that was a bit of a shame, but never mind. To get them glued on there, I put a piece of plastic bag inside the pocket. That easily comes out afterwards once the glue has dried, and that just means that the lace hasn't stuck down to the scrapbook paper. These pretty flowers, they're vintage millinery pieces, and they kind of look like those wild roses, you know, the petals fall off as soon as you cut the rose. They kind of look like that, so that's why I wanted to use them. And I'm just deciding on this remnant of lace doily. I really like it, but then I thought that it was way too much of a contrast. The pink lace is quite delicate, and I just didn't think that while I wanted a contrast, the texture didn't go together quite well. So now I'm trying some hand-dyed appliques, and I did like this one, but I thought it was so big that I decided against it. But now that I'm looking at it on the video, I think it actually might have been okay. I don't know. I didn't go with it in the end anyway. So yeah, I didn't put a lot of forethought into this topper. It was a spur of the moment thing, and I went with it as soon as I got the thought. So there was no thinking about what was going on it and how it was going to go. All I knew is that I was using what was on my desk. I didn't want to pull any more out because I already had so much on the desk as it was, and for me to do the tutorial I'm going to have to clean off the whole desk, and I just didn't want to add more to it. So now I'm trying that printed netting again, and I did back that corrugated card, but I realised that I needed to put another backing on it anyway because of the closure, what I'm using to close the journal with. because this topper will be the closure of the journal. So yeah, using a piece of my end pages was, I don't have many of them, so I'm annoyed that I've wasted one when I didn't need to, but never mind, c'est la vie. So, and I'm adding 2 layers to this side. I'm going to put some more of that netting with this printed net, just to give it 2 layers. So the white will be wider, so you'll be able to actually see it when I flip it back over. So yeah. Yep, I wasn't going to fuss around. I wasn't going to turn it over and check it. I thought, nope, just go ahead and do it. And again, I'm not worried about it sticking down properly because I'm going to use lots of tacky glue. So this is the trim that I got from Which Craft Do You Do? I can't remember now what it's called. No, I can't remember. I'm sorry that I used it in the end because it wasn't the right colour, and it was actually it was too thick to tie a bow. The thickness of the actual fabric was too thick for bow tying. So whether or not it stays on here, I don't know. I might end up cutting it very close to the topper and working out something else to go on it. But for now, this is what I'm going with, and this is what the video ends with. So let me know what you think. And the comparison I'm using for this is the colour of the flowers on the actual spine of the book, which is like a really deep, almost like a poppy red. So yeah, that's why I'm not convinced that this trim is the right colour. And also the lace that I end up putting on the actual front and back covers. It's different totally. It totally doesn't go. So anyway, they are sandwiched together and everything will stick nicely and be quite permanent. I'm just making sure that it is sticking down, and I'm just thinking about what else needs doing. I have got some remnant jewellery, like an old piece of jewellery to go on there. I'll add that like near the last minute. But for now, I'm just going to, I've already put backing paper for writing on this piece of cardstock, and I'm just embellishing the back just to make it look a little less plain. Just so, you know, when it gets flipped over to be written on, it's got something pretty there. So now the cover's all dry and I'm ready to just put a bit of trim on, just to take that starkness away from the edge of the spine to the where the napkin is. Of this Venice lace or Capua lace. It's such a pretty colour, it's such a pretty sort of pattern, and it's not new, it's not old, it's newish. I bought it 2 or 3 years ago on eBay. And I do like it. I'm not sure if I'll put a nameplate for the journal on the front cover. I might do, but I'll think about that while I'm making the journal itself. And so yeah, now I'm looking for a bold pin, and I've got this one earring, and it's a pretty sort of like a very old gold tone with artificial pearls in it. It's really quite lovely. Again, it's not old, it's a piece of modern junk jewellery. And yeah, this is, you can see the amount of trouble I'm having trying to get the bow to be just nice. It's just not working. It's this stuff is too wide and too thick in texture, and I'm not happy with it, so I probably will end up removing it and trying to work out a way of adding something else for the closure. See, it just doesn't go. I'd really love some comments. What do you think? I'm not happy. The top of it looks fine, but as soon as you turn it over, you can see that there's the contrast is just too much. So while I'm finishing off the little booklet to put in the pocket, I will say my goodbyes. Thank you for coming along to the video, and if you've watched it all the way through, thank you so much. It means a lot to me. The videos take quite some time to create and edit, and the uploading and everything, and I know I've been away for quite some time now, and so coming back to videos was a little bit nerve-wracking, as it usually is after I've had a break, but I am glad I'm back. And yeah, so I do appreciate you coming along to watch, and if you're going to watch all the way through, if you can hit the thumbs up, that would be wonderful. If you or the thumbs down if you think that I should have a thumbs down. Either way, it's all interaction. And a comment is also really cool. So yeah, it is appreciated. So I'm just adding on just a piece of organza that I've torn off of a long length, and using that as a bow. And yet again, I'm having difficulties getting the bow to sit right. But never mind. All done. Thanks for coming. Peaceful blessings, everybody.